Okay, hi guys, and welcome to another TFF panel show. Apologies for the internet connection and also the sound quality. Not quite sure how this is going to come out, but with us today we have Nick Dunkley, we have Tom Parfitt, and we have Fert Dert. Evening, guys.
Evening, lads.
Evening.
Okay, let's just pray this comes out well. First things first. Let's start with each individual season. Tom, you're the lowest division. How's your season gone?
Funny one. It's a funny one. Start of the season, I would have taken sort of 7th place, but the way things went, I thought we'd have a shot at the playoffs. But then we had Chesterfield, I think, 4 games from the end. Had it down to the must-win. Got beat. Blackburn next up. Lost that. It was all over.
Yeah, you went close. 7th place is a decent effort. Nick, you started off obviously with Grimsby, got your move to Sheff Wednesday, and it's gone pretty well.
Yeah. So this year I started off at Grimsby and seemed to get an head start to a decent squad. And I only lost 1 game in 18, and that was to Kristaps, who's won.
Shit. Connection's gone, lads.
Wigan.
Nick, I lost you.
Gillingham, and then I flipped up a bit. And
Nick,
now I've got to wait on the playoff. Bit of a lottery.
Nick, can you repeat all of that again? I lost you.
All right.
Damn. Terrible connection. It's really bad.
Didn't none of that come through, Rob?
I got something about 1 defeat in 18 games and Wigan. That's what I heard.
Blimey.
Try again.
Okay. Yeah, it started off all right with Grimsby, Rob. 1 defeat in 18 games to Kristaps. And then the chance to take over Johnny's Sheffield Wednesday come along. Great opportunity. Took it. And, it's been a good season. We slipped up the last 7 to 8 games. After beating Wigan and Gillingham, I was really buzzing, thinking, automatic promotion. But we've slipped up a little bit and finished in 5th, and now we're relying on the lottery of the playoffs, obviously.
Yeah. Who are you playing in the playoffs?
Villa.
I tipped you to win the playoffs.
Who's done the double over us. Yeah.
Okay, so you're playing Villa, so that means Gillingham are playing QPR.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I tipped you to win, so let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm still very hopeful.
Yeah. All right. And Fert, Leicester City. How's your season gone?
Yeah, it was an average season for Leicester. But just depending on one man to get those to 10s. So that's his goal. So he gave us the 10th position. So we go with the chairman went us to achieve, which was 10s.
Fert, I didn't get any of that. Something about an average season and you came 10th.
Yeah.
And you got a 1-man team. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's a one-man team was Isco.
Isco?
Yeah.
That's not true. You got a good team. I've seen you play.
Only 2 players above 19.
Oh, yeah, because you've gone for a young team, that's why.
Yeah, I went for a young team, and I think I shall go relegated.
Third, I remember in the original TFF, you were Brighton.
Yeah.
And you signed 1 player.
Yeah, 1 player, Belotti. He carried us to first.
Yeah, you were flying as well. You were doing really well.
Yeah.
Right then. Okay. I reckon this is going to be a speedy panel show tonight because the connection ain't great. So we're just going to try our best to muddle through it. But it will be good for people to see a face to the name, at the very least.
Yeah.
But you keep cutting out. Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah, yes. I can hear you, Rob. Yeah.
I can hear you.
I see you.
Maybe this will come out. I've got no idea. Right, so, all right then, playoff predictions. Let's start with Tom. Let's do Division 4. Who do you reckon will up in Division 4 playoffs?
I fancy Carlisle.
Okay.
Well, I just feel recently, I think Damien's a good manager. I've come across him before, and I think he'll get the job done.
Yeah, he buys a lot of players though, doesn't he?
Yeah, big turnover, but you know, I think he's all right.
No, he annoys me. He's always beating me to him. Nick, what do you reckon, playoffs, Division 4?
I want Grimsby to go, obviously, because they're my old team.
Yeah.
But I fancy Cheltenham.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I fancy them.
Fert?
Yeah, I'll go with Scunthorpe.
Sorry?
Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Strong team.
Yeah, I chose the strongest team.
Yeah. Division 3? What about Division 3, lads? That's the
Reading,
hardest one to call, that one, I think.
Reading.
Sorry, Tom?
Reading for me.
Reading. Nick?
Yeah, I've gone Reading as well, but I've also can't rule out Andrew Achilles at Leighton Orient. Can't rule him
out. Do they play each other in the semis?
No, I think they avoid each other, I think.
Oh, Ali's got Chester. So
yeah.
Orient got.
Yeah. I can't remember, not got it in front of me, Rob.
No, me neither.
We got Wolves.
Wolves. So, right, anyone could win it. I've got no idea.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go for Ali as well. What about you, Fert?
Reading Madrid.
Reading. No, it's Real Reading. Sheffield Madrid and Real Reading. Very good, Fert.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got a very good team, Ali. But Ali will say that they're no higher rated than the other teams. But they look a lot more attractive anyway. Right, what about Division 2 then, the big one? Tom?
Sheffield Wednesday or Villa, whoever wins that semi.
Yeah, we got to say Wednesday. We've got Nick here, haven't we? Plus Nick's a security guard. Can't argue with Nick. Nick, obviously you got to be confident, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm confident. Yeah, but
Villa will be a tough game.
Yeah, definitely. They've got the best squad, you know. But if we get past Villa, I'll be confident whoever we get in the final, you know. Yeah.
And Fert, who do you reckon's going up?
I'm going to go for Gillingham.
You reckon Gillingham?
Yeah.
See, I don't think Gillingham will beat QPR. I think their players are knackered.
Yeah, QPR just bought a player, a 19-rated player, so yeah.
We shall see. One thing's for sure, I think QPR and Gillingham have done very well to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
A lot of bigger teams didn't make the playoffs. Right then, we're sort of whizzing through this tonight. I don't feel like I'm not confident this panel show is going to come out, so I don't want to waste a lot of time. Manager of the season. I'm just going for. I've done everything on a paper napkin in a restaurant. Manager of season. We can do manager of each division and then your overall manager of TFF. Does that sound alright?
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah.
Tom. I've got someone at the door, Rob. Just got to let him in, mate.
Fair enough. Tom, Tom, you go through your Division 4, 3, 2 and 1 and then overall, and then we'll do Fert and then we'll do Nick.
Division 4, as a posh fan, this really, really hurts me, but I've gone for Christoph's to Northampton.
Yeah. You're not a fan of Northampton? Because are you a Peterborough United supporter in real life?
Yeah, absolutely. I was at Crosby Northampton last weekend. Yeah,
right.
No, I can't look beyond it.
So Chris Stapps, manager of the season, Division 4 for you. What about Division 3, Tom?
Division 3, I've gone for Andrew at Leighton Orient. I think he's done a great job.
Yeah, fair enough. Because they only just went up as well last year.
Exactly that.
Yeah, for me, I would probably go Keith on that one. And Division 2?
Yeah. Division 2, I picked out too. I mean, we just talked about Gillingham and Mark, but Barnsley as well, Mike Oldfield.
Yeah, I agree with both of them. Yep. And Division 1?
Again, I've looked at 2. Glenn at Chelsea and Noisy at Watford.
Yep, I agree with both of them as well. Yep. All right. Fert, what about you? Oh, sorry, Tom, and actually, I'll come back to that, Tom. Fert, your manager of the season, Division 4.
And Northampton.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Or beating Sheffield Madrid.
Yeah, beat Sheffield Madrid, yeah. And Division 3?
And Blackburn only lost one game this season.
That's right, Keith, yeah. I agree with that. Division 2?
And Wigan, even though they changed my...
Sorry, Fert, you cut off there, mate. We lost you. fact, I've lost all of you.
I'll still go for Wigan.
Sorry, Fert. Can you say that all again? I lost you.
Yeah.
Division 2, Fert. Who's your Division 2?
Wigan.
Oh, Wigan.
Yeah, Wigan.
Wigan. Yeah, but he was only there half a season, although he did do well.
Yeah, you can share it, Nick.
Yeah, Youssef's a good manager. He's done very well. And what about Division 1, Fert?
And Chelsea for getting the dub. For getting the dub.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. And it could be a treble, couldn't it? Because they're playing Arsenal again.
Yeah, make Ben cry again.
Ben's really living up to that bridesmaid tag, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, and then Dunks, what do you reckon?
Northampton Division 4.
Yeah.
Keith Division 3.
Yeah.
Mark Stewart Division 2.
Fair.
Noisy Division 1.
Fair.
Yeah, and I've gone Mark Stewart overall. But if Noisy wins the European trophy, you know, I'd say Noisy.
He's winning it.
Yeah.
He's winning it.
Fert, what do you reckon overall TFF manager of the season?
Chelsea.
Chelsea again. And what about you, Tom?
I'm going for Leighton Orient, Andrew.
Oh, right, okay. An interesting one. I put a post, for those that are in the Facebook group, I created a poll last night, and I think I chose 10 or 11 managers, all had very good seasons. And it seems to be Noisy, Glenn, Mark Stewart seem to be the three getting the most votes. But you could also argue for the likes of Chris Stapps, for Mick Oldfield. But for me, Watford coming fourth and winning a European trophy would be as equal as probably Chelsea winning 2 trophies. It would be a toss of a coin. Sorry, Fert.
No, I said Noisy is going to win it.
Yeah. They're playing an English team, aren't they, Watford?
They're playing me.
Who?
Me.
Oh, they're playing you.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You can't say Noisy's going to win it. You might win it. You got to try and win it.
I know my team. I know what they can do. They can't beat that team.
Of course you can. Just got to get your tactics right. Listen, Fert, I didn't know I was getting Ali Hayder on the show tonight. He likes to play things down. No. If you get to a final, you've got a chance. You've got a fighter's chance. Anyone has. So, all right. What did we say now? Oh yeah, it's been a funny old week because we've had a lot of chat in the Facebook group and in the news feed about inactive managers. Does anyone have anything to say about this? Is it something important, or you don't care?
Well, I think it's important. Yeah, it drives me nuts. To be fair.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you're on my page, Nick.
Yeah, but other people don't seem to get concerned about it.
No, they
know?
don't, do they? That makes it more. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, TF's the best game world out there.
It is.
Let's make it even better. You know.
Absolutely, that's my sentiments.
Yeah.
And
especially people say a lot in the Facebook group, but they don't act. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tom, Fert, do you have any opinions on this?
It's a difficult one because it comes down to people's personal circumstances, doesn't it? You know, not everyone's got a lot of spare time, and then not everyone has English as a first language as well, which don't always help. You know, it is.
No, that's a fair point. Yeah, I agree with that. But then the English language, I've got more sympathy for. But if you have got things going on in real life, I think the unselfish thing to do is step aside and play some less demanding game worlds.
Thank you.
Yeah, I get that. I guess that's fair enough.
You got some people who have been there 2 years and not said a word. You know, they're the kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah.
And you know, if they want to play in peace, there's plenty of game worlds you can do that. But TFF isn't one of them. Tom, were you in the original TFF when Iv created it?
I wasn't in the original one. No.
You were, Fert, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you really. And it was mad, wasn't it, Fert? It was always arguments and fights.
Arguments every day.
Yeah, every day, and really brutal. It makes this place look like the Waltons now, but the original TFF was mental. But the original TFF, and this is a true story, was designed for managers to state targets and hit those targets, and if they didn't, step aside.
Yeah. That's what attracted me to it.
So the managers there's a few managers in TFF kind of coasting along and without a care in the world, and Nick never put that in place, but for me, the real essence of TFF is about having targets and being competitive and being as active as you can. The original TFF, we had Cam doing bookies, we had Iv doing a magazine, Cam doing a magazine. There was all sorts going on. It was very, very interactive. I don't know about you guys, but I logged on last night and the TFF was buzzing. There was a lot going on in the newsfeed.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good for last night.
And I will say this about TFF: it was a brilliant end to the season. In every division, the title went down to the last day. The playoffs went to the last day, and there was relegation issues on the last day, all on the last day in all 4 divisions. And I thought about that, and I thought, that's a good sign. That's a sign of a strong competitive game world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, so while we're on the subject, we've lost a few managers, but we've gained, I think, much better managers. No offence. Richie's back. Andrew Flint, who I know personally, is in it, and a new guy called Gerard, who's very talkative in the Facebook group. So we've got 3 active managers coming in, so that's welcome to them. And just, do you guys have any improvements or suggestions for TFF or this panel show?
And can any justice make a youth scope, please?
What did you say, Fert? Didn't hear that.
A youth scope.
Oh, a youth cup.
Yeah, a youth scope.
You want Justice to make a youth cup?
Yeah. I've been waiting for that since season 2.
I want Nick to sort these inactives out, but Nick's
Nick's
really laid back. I'll be having words with Justice when I get him back on here. So yeah, okay, youth cup. Well, we had that, didn't we? We had that in season 1 because Kev won it, didn't he?
Yeah, but I wasn't ready.
What did you?
I wasn't ready for it.
I didn't catch that. Sorry, Fert.
I wasn't ready for it.
You were ready for it. You're ready for it, yeah?
Yeah.
Because you got a young team, haven't you?
Yeah.
What about you, Tom?
I don't know. I like the Youth Cup idea. I haven't really got a squad for that yet, but
No. How old is your... Actually, Tom, I don't know much about your style. What do you have any philosophy, or did you change it according to the game world that you're in?
yeah, club by club basis. I mean,
Yep.
with this particular one, I did go in initially getting the older ones in, getting the higher ratings, but it didn't really pay off. So I'm looking to juggle it around a bit for next season. And
So did you come in season 1 with Peterborough? Did you take?
yeah,
You took them on
I was
somewhere
in-
else. Someone second man.
I was in it. Yeah, I mean, I came in pretty early doors with them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I went in for the older ones, the older pros to start off with, trying to get a quick
Yeah.
promotion, which backfired. So
Yeah. And where did you end up in season 1?
mid-table, we were challenging for the playoffs at one point, but then we had a run with about 10 games without a win.
Aye.
Couldn't buy a win for a while, and yeah, ended up mid-table.
I mean, this.
So this year's been a bit more
Yeah.
consistent.
7th. What was it? About 4 points off. You missed out by about 4 points.
Yeah, Chesterfield game's what blew it. If we'd have beat Chesterfield, we'd have probably sneaked in, but we lost to them, and that was that. So
Yeah. So really, for you, I suppose target's got to be just to get into the playoffs next season.
depends what the squad looks like, because I'm trying to have a big changeover. I imagine we'll probably have a lower rate,
Did you
but
get
younger.
money to spend?
5 million.
That's terrible, because I was Southend and I was 11th and I got 3 million. That's not very good at all for Peterborough.
It's not. And then I had a bid in for a player, and with Leeds,
Yeah.
they offered me 4 million.
Yeah.
You know, thinking I'm Manchester United, not Peterborough United, so I've gone back with 2.4 and said, no, off you go, son.
Who's the Leeds? Oh, that's Alessandro, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, I've lost that one.
Perhaps he's
But
getting confused with Lira. I don't know.
I've got a couple of lads coming in.
To be fair, most
A
of
good free agent, and some Blackpool to fight me out for another one as well. So.
a lot of the lads in TFF in Division 1 are quite good with the little clubs. I just signed Reece Oxford from West Ham. I mean, obviously that's Nick. But there's good little deals to be had with the big boys. Most of them. They're pretty fair now. I'm going to say that for them.
Yeah, I've got McTominay in on loan, and I've had a word with him, and it's unlikely, but he becomes available. He's given me first dibs on him, so
yeah, and it's
can't argue with that.
There's been plenty of loans, and I think that the big boys. I think most of the managers of the big boys now are quite considerate to the smaller guys in TFF anyway. Long may that continue because it helps the game well.
Yeah.
Game. What about you, Nick? You do you know what? I've forgotten.
Yeah, I'd happily take on the Youth Cup. It's a good idea.
Oh yeah, suggestions. That was it.
I'd like to introduce targets as well. I think that's a good idea. I think there's too many managers who are just content with life.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that'd improve things again. Make managers think more, be more active.
So what they're saying is, Nick, that because we didn't stipulate targets in season 1 at the beginning, that we can't do it. But I disagree with that. I think we could add it in, whether it be this season or next season. If Nick put a poster and said, right, changing things, you've now all got to make a target, then people have got to accept it, haven't they?
Well, I'd have thought so. Nick's the boss, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I like Nick. He's a good guy, and I praised him the other day because he is a calm guy, and there is a lot of madness in TFF, but he is laid back as well. And there's a couple of times I think, Nick, for Christ's sake, sort these inactives out, because I rightly or wrongly, I take it upon myself sometimes to message these guys, and I was very polite to the people I messaged last week, and 3 decided to leave. They no problems, no hard feelings, but as a result, they had time constraints, and as a result, we've got 3 new guys come in. Richie, we know, is manager of the season TFF1. Andrew Flint, they're only going to make the game world better, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a positive. I don't want to end the panel show. It's too early. It's only 21 minutes. What else can we talk about? Did you three all tune in last night and see all the action going on? All the
Yeah.
Is Fert, is this your favourite game world?
Yeah, it's my favourite.
Yeah. And Fert, what do you make of the Facebook group? Because you're always in it, but you don't say too much. But you seem to you take it all in. What's going on? You seem to know all the characters. Yeah,
I know the characters. Do
you think everybody's a little bit crazy?
Yeah, everybody's a little bit crazy.
Yeah. And Tom, you're relatively new to the Facebook group, and obviously this is your first time on here. What do you make of all this sort of panel show and all this social interactive stuff? Is it a bit OTT, or do you think it's good?
No, I think it's a good thing. Definitely. I mean, I play in a few game worlds. This one and Top 100, I say, by a long way, are the 2 best, and they are the 2 most interactive ones. So,
are you in Top 100? Did you say?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I've had a little bit of banter with Top 100, but I don't know many of the guys. But there's a few guys in NWO, and then I'm in Level Playing Field, and they seem like a good, hardcore, close-knit group who take it seriously. Actually, there was something I wanted to say to Top 100. Now, this is one subject that we can bring up. The Bristol Rovers manager has been, has really sort of let himself down in TFF. I could go on and on about him and what, but I read or I saw a screenshot in Top 100 posing the question: should we take action against this fella because of his behaviour in TFF? And I really thought that was really good. A little bit of solidarity among game worlds. And actually thinking about it, I think the top game worlds in TFF, in Soccer Manager should do that. What do you guys think? Sort of stick together when there's a bad egg, so to speak.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And what's happening now is, I think there's a little bit of a crossover with all these top game worlds. There's people playing in all of them, so it isn't a them and us anymore. Whereas possibly in the past there was a bit of banter, but there's enough top 100 guys, TFF guys in both. So I thought that was good. But anyone got any thoughts on the Bristol Rovers guy? What can we do?
Well, we're stuck, aren't we? We've tried different things.
Yeah.
I know a few of us have got another plan now, haven't we?
Yes, we're not going to say that on the panel show, but we have got something up actually. But this is a guy that joined with Nuno, was quite insulting pretty early on because Nuno was in all sorts of arguments in TFF and he took Nuno's side, all very silly. He then made a claim that TFF's a shit game world and he's the greatest manager in it on the account that he because he buys and finds young players. He's ended the season without a win, which is something quite special to be able to achieve that. and then he's admitted he doesn't care, and he's just in there to spite people, and it seems very childish. And we also found out that he plays in a game world all by himself, so a bizarre character, to be honest. But there you go.
Just let him rot, I think.
Yeah. Dunks, you love TFF. Is it your favourite game world?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, yeah. It's the best by a long way, you know.
Obviously, you know, we're all sort of grown adults. Nick, you quite often comment on the fact that we all behave like high school teenagers.
Yeah. The Facebook group's just crazy, mate, isn't it? But it's fantastic, mate. Passes the time when I'm at work.
Well, I go to work and I have my phone switched off all day.
Yeah.
So when I come home, there's about 600 notifications. Most of the time, it's a pile of shit. You know?
Yeah.
But I must admit, if there's been a big argument, I will scroll up and read it.
Absolutely, mate.
Pure entertainment.
Yeah.
Cool. Right then. So do you three think you'll all be at your clubs next season, the same club? Obviously, Nick, you've just joined, really, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely be at next year.
I'm staying here.
You're
Just
staying
a
at
question.
Leicester?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tom, what about you? Would you fancy a bigger club, or was it hometown club all the way?
Well, I said Peter were my club, man and boy. But on the other hand, I was looking at that Fulham job until last night. So
that
good little squad he's got there.
That's a nice job, isn't it? In Division 3.
It is. He's inherited.
The manager that's coming in, he won't like this, but we've got to say Richie's and Fulham have got to be red hot favourites.
Oh, yeah, they should walk it.
I don't think they'll walk it because I think it will be competitive. But Richie doesn't mess about. He'll get a few, and Richie won't go down the youth route either. He'll get a few high-rated players in, as high as he can, I'd imagine. So that'll be interesting. So it's a short one tonight, lads. So anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
I just want to mention Johnny at Liverpool. I'm gutted for him, mate. You know, he comes on last night about 8 hours behind everyone, and logs in and sees his missed goal at the end. I'm gutted for him, mate. I was rooting for him all season, to be fair.
Johnny's class. Johnny's a good guy, and he's not one of these lads that blows his own trumpet. He's a really good guy. What
he done with Liverpool, really, that run he went on was fantastic. I thought, because he had a shoestring squad, didn't he? Yeah.
He kept it simple. And had he won, he wouldn't have been blowing smoke up his own whatever. He can go again, but I think Arsenal and Chelsea will be very, very strong next year.
Absolutely, yeah.
I've got a feeling, I said it at the end of season 1, I've got a feeling though that Kev will finally get things right with Man United next season.
He's starting to do things, isn't he?
His team
is so strong. There's signs in the market now. There's things happening at Manchester United.
For Man U at some point, surely.
Yeah.
And Chelsea and Arsenal again look amazing. Did any of you think that Ben would throw it away a few weeks ago?
No.
No.
Remember the panel show I didn't record, Rob?
Yeah.
I mean, we all said Ben's going to roll home by 10, 20 points at the time, didn't we?
We did, But then,
I can't believe what's happened, really.
Yeah.
You know, the pressure's on him now next season, you know.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. So Ben, he's really done well in the 2 years. He's always been competing, but he's won nothing at this moment in time. So he'll be under a bit of pressure next season.
Yeah.
And okay, guys, all I'll say is, will you all, come on next season at some point, and hopefully with better internet connection as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Good man.
Sure, yeah.
Good man, Tom. Right, cheers, Nick.
Cheers, mate.
There will be an end-of-season review of TFF, and where we'll cover everything in much more depth, because obviously we've got the playoffs to come, and obviously I'll have better internet connection. So it's just a short one tonight, but thanks very much, and
okay, mate.
Hopefully this works. So cheers for your time, guys.
Cheers, fellas. Thanks.
Fellas.
Yeah.
Shut up.